I would like to honor and commemorate my sincere, heartfelt thanks to those who plant the seed. In my case, my junior year English literature teacher at Creighton Prep in 1965, Mr. Tom Hall, who introduced me to the world of Black literature and the arts. In 2017, Mr. Jim Nelson, who both challenged me and introduced me to the video medium. I dedicate my works to you both. God bless you and your families. What's your story? There are reasons that each of us are born. Our quest to discover those reasons. There are two greatest days in our lives. The first, the day we are born. The second, the day we discover why. Sometimes a man, mature, attentive, never-ending, finds his destiny on a road he chooses not to walk upon. How far will a belief system go for complete dominion? This program is brought to you by these fine community partners. They are my life's blood. Sawadee and good evening. And thank each and every one of you for taking the time to view my program, Shut Up and Dance. Tonight I'm going to share with you a number of at the beginning, my thought teasers. These are statements and or questions that I ask that you might want to scratch your head. And let us begin. Poets, definition from my perspective. Poets disseminate to mankind the richness, the complexity, and the luxury of philosophy in terms which affirms our rite of passage and existence. When you see the stars at night, the shine of each glorifies the brilliance of all. Knowledge is not the purview of the privileged. Knowledge is the nectar which binds and nourishes the vitality that refreshes all of society. All things truly wicked start from an innocence. Ernest Hemingway. What ifs? If I be evil, do I live? If I be live, do I be evil? Therefore, who has claim? I live, be evil. Who has claim? Therefore, a kingdom of conscience. For every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. Truth and consequence, mature versus immature. What's your story? Do you make the choice, or does the choice make you? The sanctity of life, or do the Pontius Pilate? Tell me which is you. Essay, yo estoy aquí. Does it work, or does it kill the very essence of your being? This is your dream, and I'm just passing through. How have we come to believe? Is the belief correct? Is the belief religious? Is the belief logical? Is the belief moral? Is the belief ethical? Is the belief legal? Is the belief socially acceptable? To aerate the truth is not always wise, as it may bite the hand that feeds you. Kill the shadow. That time, that space, that taste, join that throng of nothing less, meaning less, bottom less, humane flesh, paradoxical life. Kill the shadow. The promise and keys to success is not them or they, 'cause the promise is you. What you got? Constitutional question. If the states, a sovereign entity, are do the states, if a sovereign entity, have a more compelling and vested interest which supersedes the compelling and vested interest of the federal authority? The beauty of life is the equity we profess in existence. He, who we are created in his image and likeness, which outwardly his countenance and inwardly his incorporation to all, dial 1-800-GOD, which more than commands a modicum of respect. What it is that makes you my enemy is what it is that makes you my friend, or is what it is that makes you my friend what it is that makes you my enemy? What stands before you is who? Question. Commands. When you are privileged, do you value a care? We are better than that. After all, isn't that what Dr. King and Nelson Mandela lived, breathed, and showed us all how to walk? We have to believe. Keep hope alive. Is there a dilemma? What is democracy? What is legitimacy? What is liberty? It is a shame of honor when you cannot hear me. The tragedy is the moment to, not the moment of. The fallacy of your belief system is the universality of your core belief, which is hypocrisy. The ultimate authentication that privilege is supreme by any means necessary. It is best to be thought of as a fool than open one's mouth and remove all doubt. We have come from failure is not an option to the acceptance of the legitimacy of failure is paramount. Number one, rather than decry, defy. Number two, rather than nauseate, appreciate. Number three, rather than punish, abolish. And number four, rather than exclude, include. We create our own demons, and only we can change it. Can God create a rock that he cannot move? How can you have ownership when the minions are chattel? Maybe it's not the correct thing to do, but it is the political thing to do. Therefore, the role and goal of a two-party political system within a representative form of government is to succeed to political correctness versus we the people correctness. The price of freedom is not a red copper with a dead president on its head. The price of freedom is the vigilant passion of we the people. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. What is the value of associations to belief systems? What is the value of the association to characterization and character? What is the value of the association to social, moral, family value systems? What is the value of association to behavioral systems, affinity to letter of the law system's overall value to society at large. That's a double hmm. Authority. At when do you command authority? Sometimes the good you want to do does not do you any good. Sometimes the good you do does not do you any good. Keep hope alive. And finally, address the issue. Do we look away? Do you look away? Do they look away? Do them look away? But that then is the difference. I embrace it. At the time that I was born, I was the first male child of my family. And one thing that I learned very well is that my father taught me with a form of cliches. In this piece, I kind of honor some of the cliches that I was given to contemplate as a young child growing into manhood. Cliche, what is? What is the value? What is of worth? You know, if there is no way out, find a further way in. What is of value? What is of worth? You know, the difference between truth and fiction is fiction is logical. What is of value? What is of worth? You know, sometimes a man reaches his destiny on the road he chooses not to walk upon. What is of value? What is of worth? You know, I'm not going to spend my life being a color. What is of value? What is of worth? As one door closes, another door opens. The Outlaw. Thank you, Mr. Clint Eastwood. I came here like this to live with you or to die with you. I came here to show my word of death is true. My word of life is true. I, in giving you life, and you, in giving me life, your family, my family, both growing and seeing, loving the fruits, the bounties, and the lessons of the action and the interaction of man, nature, respect, sharing, to benefit all. There is iron in your words of death. There is iron in your words of life, rather than the dark conflict, war. Killing and dying is easy. It's the God-blessed living that's hard. Keep hope alive. And finally, it is written. The diehard, the true believer, the good and plenty, the good, the jealous, manipulative, the aristocracy, the bad, and the ubiquitous, the provocateur, the sanctimonious, evil incarnate, the ugly. In this completely, with specificity, over and under and sideways down and then some, this monolithic monotheism profess to manifest, to possess the why we exist, and to whom to bless and decree honor and blame, and to this chosen above all to succeed, I query to thee, can you kill a word? Or can and will a word kill you? Sawatika. How have we come to believe? Nebraska, we are more than agriculture. Nebraska, we are more than beef. Nebraska, we are more than football. Nebraska, the good life. Come, read us. And I want to thank each and every one of you for viewing my program, and most importantly and especially, my sponsors, who are my life's blood.